Right, okay. There we go, clearing my throat again. I am Maxius Light, and this is 7 Days to Die tutorials. So in the last video, we covered the basics of gathering and some basic crafting. Now I want to move on to more of a survival kind of aspect of the game and show you a little bit about how to keep yourself alive. I also want to cover quality of items, and durability. So, if leading in quite neatly to survival is our next quest, as you look to the top right, is we've got to craft some clothing. So we need to gather a load of these. Remember how we do these? We just look at the grass and we punch them. Now we have enough gathered. 35 is what we needed. So we go into our inventory screen here. We need to craft some pants, shirt, hood, and shoes and gloves. Under clothing, we go for the hood, pants, shirt, shoes, gloves. As you can see, each of these has a timer, how long they take to craft. So this is going to take about 30 seconds all in. And there's the hood, there's the pants. So the hoods come out, and I can look now and tell you a little bit about durability and item quality. Because I've just started, I've got no skills, I've bought no perks. These items are crafted by me, and they have a very low quality. So you can see the number 25 on each of these items here, and a beigey colour bar underneath. Now, if I bring up this and just put in axe, this is the creative menu. You see all these different axes now, they all have different colours on them and different numbers. Okay. Now the stone axe here is level 505, maximum level for anything is 600, and that's purple durability bar, so that's a very good one. This is a 191 yellow, 400 is blue, sorry, that's orange, yellow is like 200 to 300, and so on. As you get better at making them, or you can find items in the world which are randomized depending on certain skills you have of different quality. Now let's get out of the U menu, back to our tab menu, and we're going to put on by not shift clicking, this changed, we're going to put on by pressing W all of our clothing that we needed to complete our quest. Now, as you see, Max is now dressed in all these items. You have other items you can put on, armor, the overcoat, which again is to do with the heat and cold. That comes later. Leg armor, eyewear, and so on. So these different slots we will fill. Now, durability. If you look at the axe that I'm holding in slot 3 there, the beigey bar is almost gone. Let me quickly check what I have. Yeah, I'm going to need more stone. So if I hit the stone, carry on hitting the stone, and you watch that beige bar is actually going down. You can see that in real time. Now, the colour of the bar denotes its quality, and how full it is denotes its durability. Now, if we carry on there, it's reached durability 0, the item is broken. I can no longer use it. Okay? So I have two options now, or three. I can either drop it on the floor and it'll despawn in a certain amount of time, or I can scrap it or repair it. Now, scrapping something gives you a certain level of resources returned, so there you go, I got 3 stone back for scrapping that. At this level there is no point, base level there is no point in repairing them, frankly, because my skills would mean it would drop lower and lower and lower, and the lower level tools you have, lower level skills you have, the lesser amounts of resources you gather per hit. So At this level, it's easier just to scrap them, gain some of the resources back, and craft a new one, like this. Whereas before, if I crafted this one, it would go up a bit, because the crafting skill was reliant on how many of these you make, or your skills would improve, so therefore the quality would improve. Now it's on perks, so I will look constantly until I upgrade my perk, create level 25. Okay, so I now have a new axe at level 25, and I can now continue hitting the rock as I was. Okay, so that's durability and item quality. We need now a melee weapon, which is our quest here, to make a wooden club. Go down the list. If there are pages and pages and pages of craftable items, there's hundreds of different items, so you might not find it in the list, so you might have to go to the next page, or you can just press F or click on this bar here. Gives you the search item. You just put in club, tells you all the different clubs you can have. These are grayed out. Spike Club needs the book, as we spoke about before, and these ones obviously you need different resources that we just don't have right now. Okay, so we need to make a wooden club. Let's make the wooden club. Put that on our tool belt in slot 2 because that's how I feel comfortable. Alright, so we need to make bow and arrow. Okay, oh yeah, because I skipped ahead, that was my fault. So let's find a bird's nest real quick. So as we go in the world, we're just going to explore. Okay, some of the best things to do, well, one of the safer things to do really, is to follow roads in the beginning. You're less likely to meet zombies. I think I've just been found. I have. Now, I've been found by this guy over here. This here. Follow me. I have options to either kill it or run away. It will eventually de-aggro on me. So on this occasion, I'm going to run away. Let's see, is it still following? The way to find out if you are aggroed is to press the control button, which puts you in stealth mode. If you look at the center of the screen, my crosshairs has changed to a closed eye. If that's opened, then you can be seen and you are being hunted. Okay, so that guy, I broke line of sight, and he didn't see me. Now I'm just going to quickly deal with this guy because he can't see me. Missed. That's not like me. There you go. Oh, he twitched. I am actually quite good at this game, I promise. Really? Okay, so I knocked him down, and he's ragdoll. Sometimes they get knocked down and they're not dead, so you have to go over and hit them in the head, or you pull out your weapon and you can smack them when they're on the floor, or shoot them in the face and make sure they're dead. Or you can just wait for them to get back up. Now again, like the bird's nest, I'm looting this guy. He's got gunpowder on him, so I'm going to take that and move on. So that was shooting. Now, your first weapon is a very simple bow and arrow. There's no aiming really with it. Let me see if I can find another zombie. There's a few around over here, wasn't there? There's one. He'll do. Now undetected. Move nice and slow. Okay, so you can see the crosshairs. It's quite a wide space. If I aim at him by pressing the left trigger, pull and hold, click and hold your left trigger for the bow and arrow, and it will draw it. When I release, that will release the arrow. Okay, you can zoom ever so slightly, and with a sniper rifle later on, you can zoom quite considerably. Now, the best thing to do is aim where the very center little dot is when you're crouch like this, that is the point where the arrow is going to hit. Now this guy's walking, so I just want to lead him a little bit. I let him not enough. There you go, headshot. I think that's actually in the shoulder. That was a headshot. Now, as I said, he's not dead. Okay, so you run up, put one in him like that, and now he's frag rolled, and he's dead. Oh, he also has gunpowder on him. That's odd. Okay, so we've done a little bit of surviving, gathering clothes. We've done a little bit of survival shooting and avoiding. You can do either. At this stage, it's not always advisable to take on a zombie because, you know, your skills are quite low. That one walking up there in the centre, he's reasonably difficult to take on. Some of them are easier. You've got different types of zombies in the game, and I'm sure I will cover most of them as we go along. Now, looking at the map here, I'm going to delete this so I don't keep looking for it. I'm going to go to that road behind me. The different colours on the map denotes the different biomasses. The black is for the burnt one, like this, you can see in shadow me, and the green is the green. There's two different greens. There's pine forest and maple. One's dark green, one's light green. So we're going to go to the road. Some rubbish here. You find lots of little things. These tokens you can use at a trader as currency. So we're going to head to the road, and we have a zombie there. We want to head up that road, so we can't really avoid him. Well, now he's seen us, you see? The eyes opened up, and he can see us. So we just wait. This guy's twitchy all over. I'm going to run down onto a flatter surface so he doesn't have to twitch. If you've drawn an arrow and you want to put it away, press the R button for reload, and it puts it away. Now, see, I have two zombies chasing me, and a breaking line of sight any second now. There you go, I'm undetected. These guys will search for a little while, but they will give up after a certain amount of time. Over there you can see a stag walking. Now, they are very skittish, very difficult to actually take down. Pigs used to be better, but they run fast. From them I can get some very good resources. Oh, there's a crawling guy there. Let's run away from him and follow this road. Wait, I'm not going to go after that stag because there's too many zombies there and I don't have enough resources to take them on. Real quick, this here, always look in these because the gear that you get in them is phenomenal. The tree trunks. Hi, bye. There's another stag. Oh no. Oh, okay, see now. That guy over there to my right, him, that's one of the newer zombies. They're biker zombies. It's about half the size again of our regular zombies, and they have about half of that hit points. Now let's see if I can take. No, he moved. It's irritating. Sometimes they do that. Oh, there's a wolf. We need to get away from that wolf. Wolves are not fun. As you see, we're moving uphill, so we move quite slowly. There is a trick to running away from a zombie if you can't run, like with no stamina or something. Have your bow and arrow. You can walk backwards very slowly, and it doesn't affect your aim. And these Twitter bugs, twitches, are really hard to hit sometimes. There's one. Two. See, as I can move away now, take the shot. Ooh. Hello. He wants to join in. So, as you can see, the guy that I first hit, he gets stunned for a little while and drop down. My God, I'm awful at my aim today. I'm usually better than this, I promise. But now he ragdolled, so he's dead. Again. Okay? And then you just loot the ones you kill. Sometimes you don't have anything. Now, I had to run out of that area quite quickly. Now, this shouldn't really happen that often. Roads just ending suddenly like that. They've done a lot of improvements to the mapping of the roads, but it appears in this situation that the random generator hasn't worked that well. It can be expected in alpha still. Right. So in that tree trunk I found the cooking pot, the night vision and the cooking grill. Cooking pots are massively important. Night vision goggles, so pleased they've got that, because night time's a bugger, and the grill is really important as well. Okay, so just to finish up my quest here, I'm going to craft the bow. I'm going to scrap that one. Right, and then it tells me it wants me to craft some arrows. So let's have a look at arrows. You're going to be constantly crafting arrows in the beginning, really. You do want to get as many as you can, because as you can tell, when your skills are not high and you're using a crappy wooden bow, the accuracy is not that great. Okay, so basic survival tips about clothing, some basic survival about combat. You can either run away, as you've seen me do, or you can take them on with a bow and arrow, or there is also melee weapons. I haven't shown you the melee weapons simply because the wooden club is awful and it takes a long time to kill anything. Later on you get much better clubs and your skill goes up and so on, so it makes it much more viable to actually fight within melee situations. Sorry, I'm very aware of what I'm doing because I can hear a zombie. Oh crap. Okay, it is time for us to run now, because we have over there, as you saw flying, that little beggar there, they're bastards. Those vultures are really evil. Prior to Alpha 16, the games, your nemesis in the game used to be dogs, but now it's bloody vultures and dogs and wolves. Okay, so I crafted a new bow and I've got it equipped, but I can't fire, because if you look at the bottom right corner it says 0 of 50 of, yeah, so I have 50 arrows as you see in my inventory here, but I can't fire, and the reason for that is I've crafted a new weapon or repaired it or something, and most of the time it unloads them. So simply you press the R button to reload. Now if you look at the clock, it says, look at the counter, it says 1 of 40 and 49, which means I have 1 loaded and 49 in my inventory. Now once I fire this one, it will automatically reload. I'm going to try and take this guy. There we go. Now it automatically reloads, as you saw. There's another guy coming there. Reload. Okay. So that's those two guys taken care of. Right. So we've shown you a few survival tips and some clothing, as we spoke about. Moving around an area, navigation, avoiding combat, crafting ammunition, reloading, quality and durability, and some combat. So I think that's a very good point here. We can leave this one. In the next one, I'm going to look for somewhere to move into, and we're going to talk through the beginnings of making a base. Okay, so ta-da, have fun.